I don't want to be here. And with that, welcome to the 25Ks in GeoGuessr. Thailand. Um, Certainly a country. When you don't have much good left, what am I supposed to do? I think we'll have plenty of time. If you're wondering why I've chosen this map in particular, I don't necessarily care about it being intersection guesser. It's just that Mapper doesn't really update his maps at the moment anymore because he's pissed off with Google since forever, but he's very pissed off at the moment, so he's not been updating most of his maps for months now, I think. So I'm not sure whether his whether the spots will be broken. I mean, that's something that can happen with this map too, not the spots itself, because the map is relatively recently made, but it can be in like cut off coverage. Like it could be a dead end in both directions. I'm just gonna hope for the best. We're not gonna be doing that. I'd like a bit more than 10 seconds, and also the ability to move would be quite nice. So let's just get going. And I did take a look at the phone area codes of Thailand. So if we find a phone number, I should have a general idea of where we are. There we go, 54. The 54 is right around this area up there. I didn't take an in-depth look at them. I just sort of, and basically I know the order the phone area codes are basically ordered in, but I don't necessarily know where they start and stop. It was the 5006. I thought that might be the case when I saw it on that sign, but I wasn't entirely sure. And the problem is, I don't know how often those repeat. I know they do repeat, but I don't know if it's per province or more often than that. I also cannot read Thai, and the fact, maybe. That's definitely a no, but I think that might be the same first letter. So it could start with a PH, but it might actually be worth a look around. Very close. I think the first, I mean, this letter matches and this letter matches, I think, but it's really hard to tell. Which would mean PH something, then CH. Fetchabun, maybe? Gotta find the city. That's always the bigger problem. Is it? It might be. It's difficult to say where it stops, but I think it is. I think it is actually, yeah. Now we could take a look at the one that's 36 away. What could that potentially be? And that would also be 14 kilometers to sort of the southwest. So it could be, I mean, that's 4006. I'd like 506, please, if that's at all possible. Doesn't seem like it. There's a lot of fours here. That's 5033. Okay, but if we assume that, then, I mean, 36 kilometers, I'm not even sure where that city would be, supposedly. Has maybe, no, you know what? It's a bit of fun trying to figure this out, but ultimately futile unless I know them better, because I don't, like, it takes too long to transliterate them. And if I have any other option at all, then I'd rather take that. Let's see. Ideally, we would make it to, what is that? Okay, nothing of interest. Ideally, we would make it to a junction that provides us with a bigger road that would give us a road number. Although at this point, I would also just take a sign that would give us, road hasn't changed, presumably. No, it has not. What was the chance? I'll take at this point anything in sort of a Latin alphabet Because I do think I know the general area, so I can just look for stuff, even though it is pretty hard in Thailand, because so little stands out on the map and you have to zoom in pretty far to see any town names. But if you know roughly where you're looking for them, then it shouldn't be too bad. There we go. I mean, Tak is big, but it's just this province, so... And it's to the east, Soemgam and Soprap. I don't recognize either. So maybe I didn't read it correctly and we aren't there, which is very possible. Oka and Lampang. Is any of those? No, of course not. Lampung? There's Lampang, never mind. It's Lampang City though. Where would that even be? Wait, there's a 506. It might be that. Yeah, Lampang City's up there. Very likely is that. And Koka in 10. There's a Koka hospital. So we're likely somewhere here. And just for good measure, let me just get to this and see. What do you say? I would have sworn that said police. Yeah. Okay, but it does not say anything else that's relevant. A 108 shop, whatever that may be. That here? Yes, it is. And we came from up here. That was the thing we went across. So it should be somewhere here. That's going to be interesting. Okay. That water is probably irrelevant. Let me get a grasp somewhat of how far north I have to travel. Quite a while to the next curve. So we're likely right now here where the sort of the houses end. Like that is the last house essentially of this place. And we're somewhat a bit south of that. Is that a car wash? Not really, no. Any of that a car wash? It would take a lot of fantasy for that to be one. Where's a road? Anything that actually counts as a road is very difficult to tell. I'm presuming none of those do, but that might. That also might. Lovely. What else do we have? I doubt the vending machines would show up. No. You have a bigger road going off to the west. If I could get a grasp on which one it probably is this one. If I had to take a guess. Let me just take that a bit over there. And it does take curve, a pretty significant curve here. Yeah, that seems like it's right. So how far is that from the start? It's this one. It's quite a bit. That makes it difficult. Could also be, I feel like this is more distance between those places than I think it is. But I am struggling quite a bit to figure this one out. Is there anything further over here that could constitute as a car wash? I didn't think there is. Because I can try and really do my best. Like that. Okay, I would say that is number one. Then bring me further along. I would say that is number two. Put me here. Then that should be the car wash, which it's obviously not, but why not? Might be. And that would be number three. This. And then there would be nothing. Yeah, I think that fits, honestly. Yep. Which puts, wait, it was that, wasn't it? Yes, which puts us pretty much here. Yep, perfect. Okay. Then What do we have here? No, not there. There. Thai is what we have here. And that's the Bangkok area code, which not sure how happy I am about that. I mean, just from the get-go, it did look like a major city. I'd be lying if I said I was 100% sure it was Bangkok, but it was my first impression. So now it's just a matter of finding out where in this giant city we are. Bring me back. I don't want to leave the highway if at all possible. See? Okay, good. Less good. Keep me up here. I don't think it's too relevant. I think they'll come back together anyway. All right, let's just... Doesn't matter. I mistook that building for some signs, so I guess we're continuing that way for a bit. Usually in Bangkok, you get let's say a decent number of signs that tells you roughly where you are, at least in the sense that it'll give you a road number which you can then look for. I'm just gonna need to make my way to a junction that does that. What do we have here? Some foundation. Don't know what to do with that information. Wat Lam Pakchi. I mean, somewhat interesting, but I don't think it's a suburb or anything like that. Might be like a small administrative part, but I really don't know. What do we have here? Okay, just no parking. Yeah, that's reasonable. Siam furnace something, okay. Here, nothing interesting, and that actually doesn't come back together. Okay, you know what? I'm going back to start. I'll try the other direction. We'll see if that proves more fruitful. I mean, technically, we don't know for sure yet if we are in Bangkok. It could just be an ad for something there. Okay, that is very useful. I need to remember that. That is a road name, which is going to be super helpful for pinpointing if we get there. Yeah, there's another Bangkok area code. Chalong Krung Road. That I would suspect is the road that we are on then. Wait, where's that building? Lampong School. Wasn't that just... No, it was Lampang, the province. Okay. That's just going to say the same thing. Chalong Krung Road, yes. I mean, it does seem like a fairly major road that seems like something I might be able to find. I don't think that quite fits. This one would, but it's still Rama 2 there. Maybe this one? Not quite, but you never know. No. Where else? Probably not, but... No, wait, Chalong Rat. Where's Chalong... Chalong what? Chalong Krung. I mean, almost. Does that ever change? Unlikely. What about one of these over here? Not that one. And Don Muang, not that one. What about this? That's like the last one I'm going to check right now. No. Okay. Well, it seems like the best we've got at the moment. And that may still be completely wrong. What did that say? Lat Krabang Industrial Estate. I doubt that's going to be something we can find. All right. Step by step over the bridge. Wait. Lamkofai. Okay. This reminds me a bit of Santo Domingo. The trying to stay on the highway, but the game is like, nope, random little road next to it. Off you go. Out of curiosity, Lamkofai, can I see that somewhere? Because that could be a district. But even if it is, it's not one that I can see right now. I mean, we could be here. Wait, does the road direction even somewhat match up? Not at all. Okay. Could have been this. I don't think that curve is big enough. Hmm. What did that say? Sasiam Inter-Pacific. Nothing useful. What do I have here? Does it still say the same on these side roads? Yes, Chalongkronung. Suimu Banrung Nafa. No idea what that means. Might be like a secondary name of the road? I don't really know. Self-storage what room? Oh, trunk room. Okay. Do we have anything here? No, it's literally the same thing. What is that giant thing? Ah, the Lat Krabang Industrial Estate or whatever it was. And that's kind of a sign, like something I was looking for. Lat Krabang. There. Ah, Chalongkrung. Okay, there it is. Okay, and that's presumably what I just got to. And I can't really find the same. Yeah. We've got to be here. And which number was it? It's not here. It was a little bit further. There is 59. 35. Oh, yeah, it was way further. 55, 56, 61. So 59 is this. But we started further east, northeast, I guess. And there's two roads side by side. And something like this. And there's another road going off to the south. I feel like this is the right place. Let me just quickly check. The block valve station number 3. Absolutely, that's the right place. And we start just here. Nice. Okay. About 9 minutes on average per round so far. That's okay if it stays like that. Bansalalak. Okay, we have a town name. Now we just need an area. Don't think there's anything too interesting on that. So we'll move on. City limit. Yeah, that's fine. Do you have something for us. Yes, 409, I think that says. And the fours are down here in the south. Generally, as well, if it's a white eagle, then you know it's a national road. If it's a black eagle, it can be, but it doesn't have to be, which is annoying, but that's just how it is. And what do we have on the side? Is there anything I can read? 30 kilometers to something there that no one can read. Even beyond it just being in Thai. And 26 to the other thing, which I would assume maybe it's towards Patani and Yala. I've forgotten. Let me just take a quick look back. What was the city called, or the town? It was Ban Salalak. Is that something we have any chance of finding? It might show up. Ban Phron, Ban Yang, and the 409 ends here. Does it continue someplace else? I don't think so. Napradu, Ban Yang Nang, Ban Naket. Okay. Let us start looking here. On Pafo, there's nothing that I can see immediately. Bring it back here. Is that the Banquampra school? That's something big. Banquanori. Banwangquang. Banklong Sanai. No, it's not. In general, this is not the most straight road. I mean, it is a straight road, obviously. I mean, most kind of north-south road. It goes a bit northwest, which would, if anything, point to this area. Banklongin school, was it that? Memory not functioning. Can't remember. There is the start of sort of a long curve, it feels like here. Where do you have the Assistant Commerce Technical College? We've seen that somewhere. There's the Assistant School. Bangkwan Pra School. It was that, wasn't it? And it seems like the right directionality as well. I'm assuming this is the side road that would have made the connection with to put the point there. Oh, there was another one here straight away. Oh, yeah, we can try. This should be... let me think for a second. This should be 77, maybe? 85. Is that 85? That's a bit strange. What do we have here? The Mohammedia School Kokopatani. It's not really any of that. I mean, I assume it'd be far more north, but not sure how far north. I don't think we went past that yet. So that might be something not on the map. If I go north, I should get to a major junction eventually. It's not looking like it though. Still got the same general direction. It might be somewhere here from the start. Doesn't really turn. Only now can we see slight turn. What is that? Just Thai. Here's our turn, which would be this. So there should be like a coffee shop here. I mean, maybe. We're still kind of in the turn, so it should be afterwards. I feel like I'm struggling a lot with the size of what I'm looking at again. There's a small little river crossing, which obviously not that, but in that case, I doubt it's on the map. It should be here. It doesn't match up, at least. I do quickly want to make it to the main junction, just to sort of eliminate the last doubts, because, well, we all know what happened in Ecuador. It was Ecuador, wasn't it? Yes, it was Ecuador. Which I don't want a repeat of. Okay, that seems like a pretty big sign. Namtok Saikau National Park is in that direction. That's cool. Rio 58, yes, okay. So it is here now. We did start somewhere down there. There's the slightest of curves. Which in my opinion would mean we're even like... Because that's like a slight curve. Yeah, so we should be here. Is it this? And then this would be that, perhaps? I could imagine it. The Banyandang school would be this. It is a school. It seems plausible. In which case, if we go a little bit more south, we'll encounter this road to the east. And then we're supposed to encounter more roads, but we're not. Until we encounter this place. I don't have... Well, I can check it. What is that place even? It's just a normal house, isn't it? I mean, it's a nice house, but not a shop, essentially, is what I'm getting at. But then again, neither was the car wash previously in round one, so I don't know. I feel like this is our best shot. I just can't see anything else that could be the right place. I mean, maybe... Maybe. But surely not with the road curving so quick. This could also be the curve. Now that I think about it. And there's a lot of roads going off to the east here. Well, there's a lot of roads potentially going off to the east that could be marked as such on the map. What do we have here? I mean, it's definitely a long road that goes off to the east. Might be that. That curve, it's hard to tell. Cafe Pump. We really don't have much here that we can use to help us compare. There's another long road. It could be that this is that and the one we saw earlier was that, but that wouldn't match up with this school, but is that? Oh, it's cameras. I had no idea. I mean, that could be an electronics store, to be honest. I mean, it is an electronics store. I just don't know if they're advertising this house or something that's a bit down the road. What do we have here? Some of these images are really difficult to tell. I mean, that's coffee. But is that chicken? I mean, they've got chicken there. It could be a bakery. It could very well be something that's not chicken. And then there's a road. Be that or something like. I hate this. Because really, it could be any of these. This doesn't even have to be a road that's on there. It could be that, yeah, but it doesn't need to be. This could also be that road. Could be. And we have that school up there. I think. What could I don't think it's possible for me to sort of hedge my bets and like include that as well as this if it was correct. Like I think if I go here, I'm too far away either way. Like no matter if it's here or here. So I gotta just go with one thing. And I really think it could be either. So annoying. Thing is, there isn't really a curve here. I want to go with the electronics store because of the cameras. I want to go here. But is that mad? Might be mad. So much could have changed here between the time the Google car drove by. It might be a completely different electronics store. Ah, but the curve though, the curve. Let me try something. As straight as possible. Right. It fits here. It doesn't really fit here, to be honest. Like if you compare, it doesn't quite match. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna actually go with this. It might seem crazy to you. It certainly seems crazy to me, but it's the best I can come up with. Oh, it was way further south. All right. Whatever, sure. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, okay. I'm lost. I'm at a loss for words. It's a black one anyway, so okay. Can't say anything that could be easily taken out of context. The black eagles aren't too relevant for finding out the right road numbers in Thailand, unless you're super close to already being in the right place, in which they are relevant again. I would nonetheless like a better view at one. Just to have the number in the back of my mind. Regardless of if I need to use it sooner or later. Or at all. Okay, that could be interesting. Highway 2354 in Amphoe Subyai. I mean, I'm going to believe that the 2354 is a national highway and not something that I'm never going to be able to find. And I'm just going to look for it, at least for a bit. It's somewhere in this area. I don't necessarily know where exactly. Hence the need to look for it, I suppose. They're somewhat ordered, but not really. Like, it's a bit annoying. Two, 3, 5, 4. I've seen some that were close, but none that. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Amphoe Subyai. Let me see. Probably not that. How long does it go on? Does it stop there? It does seem like it, which is nice. So, let me try and see if I can get another look at the road that we're currently on, which is the 420. There. Okay. I mean, ideally, I'd get to the intersection just to know how far away roughly from it we are. Seems though like we're currently here. I don't think I need to. Let me put the checkpoint down though. Not quite sure where the intersection is here, but it could be here. It's kind of the only intersection we've got here. The road curves up there. Reasonably makes sense, and this would be the road on the other side, maybe. It curves down slightly. Yeah. This is a bit weird for that. Wouldn't be. No, okay. This specifically is this. So we're somewhere here. And that somewhere, I would assume, is here. But is there anything I can do to check that? I don't really think there is. It seems pretty much correct. The road direction fits. Yeah, it should be here. Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, all right. Weren't on for 25k anymore anyway. Slightly annoying, but whatever. I tried. What do we have here? Ugh. Nothing that I can read. I don't even think there's a number on that one. Those appear sometimes. Not entirely sure what the meaning is of them. Kawong and Kuchinarai. Is that a province? It sounds somewhat familiar, but I couldn't say for sure. That province called? Oh, that's just connecting there. Doesn't seem like it. We have something there? No. That would be useful for another eagle. Or a phone number, actually. I mean, 43. 43 is this general area. Yeah, sort of this, I think. It's 42, 43, 44, and 45. It should be in this general vicinity, I think. Okay. That one's got a little less light blasting through it. 2291. I mean, it's certainly in the right area. Two, 291. That's too far north. I'm not entirely sure. I guess this is sort of the cutoff between the area codes to the west here as well. I guess they do kind of fulfill that function too, as sort of almost like a border. That should be too far south now, but you never know. Finding road numbers in Thailand. I mean, that's 2391. That would be nice. Two 2289. Oh, there it is. 2291. Sanko. Okay. What do we have in the other direction? How far does it continue? Not too long. There's Kuchinarai. Okay. I think I'm going to be quicker if I go back to the start and go south again to get to the town signs. Yes, definitely. How Wong in 7, which is here. Okay. We're not too far away from that. This is interesting. Only really leaves like... There's very little it leaves, honestly. Is there a giant turn here? It seems that way. Yeah. So, since we started... Oh, okay. We should be here. Yeah, okay. We are right there. Okay. 3 very good rounds, 2 rounds where we're just off. I mean, round 3 is kind of like... there's no way for me to get that. I'm like, even getting lucky, I don't think I would have ever gone to that place in particular. And round 4, I mean, maybe. I could have probably spent another 3 or 4 minutes there, and I would have gotten closer. I would have gotten it exactly right, possibly. Yeah, just, I don't know. Like, my motivation sinks slightly to spend 10 minutes trying to pinpoint around once we're off of the perfect 25k. But you know, I reasonably tried my best. I did a reasonable attempt at it. And yeah, I think for considering it's Thailand, I think I did fairly well nonetheless. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the 25Ks in GeoGuessr. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time. Till then.